There we go. Sorry that took a minute. I had to get a couple things sorted out. Like this, I can get rid of that. I think we're good. Guess we'll find out. Anyway, how is everyone's Wednesday going? I don't even know what day it is. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I feel like it could be viewed as both. Give me a second, let me plug in this stupid iPad in case we wind up using it. Kinda doubt we will, but fuck it. It's funny, I totally jacked the idea from BlazeBits. I was like, oh shit, I got an iPad too, I should do this, it's fucking cool. And then I'm like, I actually go to use it, I'm like, this is stupid, I look like a fucking knockoff pirate software. Drop this down to here. It's a little better. Yeah, there we go. That way I can get lazy like this. People can still see me. Anyway. Hello, SM and MC. Glad to see y'all again. Happy you could stop by. Hold up, just gotta text my work phone. Oh. Okay. How? What? Okay. Like, sometimes I get, you know, it's just the inherent nature of having a work phone and, you know, that being your point of contact professionally. You know, you get, it circles around. So, like I felt bad. I had someone call me today, with, I don't even know what the hell they were selling. Even if they did, I want to name them because they're just doing their job. But, they were like, oh, so we do blah, 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 blah. It went on like a good 20-second, maybe, spiel about whatever the fuck they did. And he's like, does this sound like something you guys would be interested in? I'm like, nope, not at all. Exactly like that. Nope, not at all. And he's like, all right, well, thank you for your time. Just hung up immediately. But it's hard because my like default reaction is to, I don't want to say to be a dick, but just kind of fuck with them. But it's like, that's tied to the company, and they're doing their job of just trying to put food on. Well, I say that, and some of the people that I work with who were previously in sales would be like, "No, fuck those guys." Anyway, yeah, new phone, who dis? Real. Let me check some real quick here. Actually, I made an adjustment to the Discord. It's supposed to pop up the YouTube channel too. Cool, it does. Awesome. The fuck just pinged me in DMC? Oh. Okay. Anyway, cool. I'm glad that's working and looking good. Hello, Mitsubishi. 46 followers. So, I reached out to Twitch. I sent them a support request today, which, by the way, was a real pain in the ass to find, like, just a general, I have a question that doesn't fit any of these other categories or subcategories. And when I say that, I mean, it was impossible. So I just put under, like, affiliate onboarding or something like that. And I was like, okay, I think I said, you know, we're interested in the features and some of the benefits that come along with affiliate. We don't want the tax and legal overhead of doing that, though. Is there a way you guys can enable some of that stuff for us, and we don't have to become a Twitch affiliate and deal with all that additional tax headache? So I'm hoping they come back, because I really want to use channel points. That's really the biggest thing, is just channel points. The other shit and like the ads, I don't give a fuck about it. I don't want any of that on the channel. The only ads that I'm comfortable with being on the channel is like promotions from the people who, or the companies and people who have helped further our mission, like Any-Run, Hack5, you know, those guys. And because I personally have dealt with them. Hey, what's up, K-Teach Tech? How you doing on this fine, here I go again, don't remember the date, Wednesday. I feel like I need to start doing these streams in the morning so I'm less cooked, but oh well. So where the fuck were we? We left off with, we got the land turtle module Chuchin, and I did a little bit of work after the stream and kind of buttoned it up. Put in there that it got, instead of playing Overwatch, listen here, fucko. Shut up. So I got with I pinged Corbin, let him know, hey, this should be good to go. And I think Peaks is gonna look at this sometime soon, so this is good to go. So we did something good for the hacking community at large, even though, to be real, I don't know how many people use that module on Land Turtle, but regardless, it's cool as fuck. This shit. GoPro slow is a total Chad. I just realized I need a mute button. No, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy those pedals so I can put a mute on here, because I realized every time I take a drink, it's probably like ASMR tea drinking, which I do not think people are here for. Correct me if I'm wrong. But so we have our Cloud C2. Yeah. So here's a little update. I'm sure y'all probably remember I'm stupid and I accidentally flashed my Cloud C2 key on stream. I clipped it and put it up everywhere because I think it's funny, my reaction of fuck when I realized what I did. I reached out to Hak5. They're super cool. They said it happens, and they gave me a new key. Right. I was just like, I mean, you were right there. It was so funny because I'm like, let me just make sure there's nothing sensitive on the screen, and then I go and show something sensitive on the screen. Like, it could not have been. It was too perfect. I didn't include that part because it was like so far behind. It was like it would have been a long ass clip for. Nah, I could just edit it anyway. So I reached out and said, hey, this is what happened. Can you please invalidate that bad boy real quick and generate me a new one? I'm sorry, this won't be a habit. And Glitch, super nice guy, was like, oh yeah, no worries. Here we invalidated it, and here is the new key. And so I had the professional version. They gave me a Team Silver key. I don't know if I don't know if I assume he meant to do that, because he did it and then stated it in the email. But I was like, are you sure? I did not pay for this. And granted, I know at the end of the day, it's like the development work is already done. It's not like they're inherently losing money off of it. But still, it's very, 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 very nice of them to do. Especially seeing as how it was entirely my fuck up in the first place. Piece of stuff, by the way. I don't know. I don't really want to eat on stream because it's gonna sound weird and it's just, I don't know, it's awkward for me. But I'll come get some after the stream. Yeah. At this rate, it would have been better to just wait. Had I known that it was going to be so close to the stream time, I would have just been like, nah, don't worry about it. I'll get like some nuts or something like that. Could get these nuts. So we still have 2 jars of Mel's nuts. Just easy to do some scans. I feel like the prideful part in me wants to say those scans would be so fast, they'll be done before I can even take a bite. Anyway, where were we? Yeah, so we got the Hak5 C2 set up. We kinda got the OMG cable C2 set up. It's been a little funky, truthfully. I think part of it was user error, and I didn't want to be fucking around with it on the OPSEC screen, because it does show like the private key and all that. I just didn't want to be fucking around with that. It's not really entertaining in any way. And then we got Waza. So let's see. We got this set up. I think realistically we're able to start on the bigger of the C2 projects, being and this one's pretty easy. I think the only like pain in the ass part of this is going to be so we need to set up an actual C2. Cloud C2, obviously great product, but it's targeted specifically for Hak5 devices. So if we wanted to place an implant, we can't really do that because it's meant for physical implants. So what we can do is we can use, I'm going to set up Empire and then probably Mythic. I don't fully know about Mythic though, because there's a lot going on with Mythic. And not that it's a bad thing. I don't know if we need to also spend the time waffling with that on top of Empire, or we could just say fucking dive right into Mythic and do Empire another time. I feel like if we did Mythic, it'd probably be easier to actually get the implant on there and bypass Defender, because Empire is fuck's the term. I mean, Mythic is to a degree, but Empire is fingerprinted to hell and back. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we do Mythic C2? Or do Empire? Because I do have Empire. I do have the sponsored version, because I do sponsor them. But Mythic is pretty hot. I do know that. React UI. Did he switch everything over to React? I thought he was using Vue before. Last year. No? Okay, I guess he's always been using that. Interesting. I mean, fuck it. Let's do this. Why not? Oh, I can sponsor them? Hold up. $20 a month for username company listed in the README. Ooh. That's not a bad deal. I might do that shit. Who else in the README here? Nobody? GitHub sponsors? Hold up. GitHub sponsors Mythic? Or it's a few... Dude. That's kind of sick as shit. Wow, okay. Fucking hats off to you, Cody. Damn. Alright, so let's just do this. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. Let me get into OPSEC real quick. We'll get our terminal. Wait, fuck, which terminal I was using? I think I was using this. Yeah, I was using this one. Get that. Okay. Got our root, and we got our user. Sweet. Alright. So let's check out the documentation. This is a good song. Oh fuck! That reminds me, I need to hit up the people who made it, because she finally got back to me. I guess they missed my message, because I messaged them and said, hey, can you tweak this with our colors? And they said that they would see if they could do it. So thank you. That reminds me, I need to get back with them today, and just say, hey, here's the color. Can you do it? Because yeah, it's a great transition. I was like, man, if this thing, Zig loves it too. I was like, if this matched our color scheme, it would be fan-fucking-tastic. I just don't know how the hell to, how they would, or how that works. I assume that they have, like, the, fuck, what would it be called? I assume they have the, like, whatever source files. You could just literally go, like, color pick to this and recompile it or something, I hope. Guess we'll find out. Alright, let's do, make a direct, actually, yeah, we'll just do that, it's fine. Okay. Forgot Debian by default does not come with Git. Always here to help. Oh, thank you. I was like, wait, what do you mean? Duh. Me brain big. Okay, so could try get a grayscale version. Well, I mean, technically, I think it's already grayscale. That's a good point. I just figured it'd probably look cleaner if, like, the actual elements that were, you know, falling down and whatnot were done in whatever the fuck. And I was like, I don't mind paying them because it's a great transition. Let me see. I mean, I feel like, you know what? Now that you mention that, MC, I think I might have tried to do that. I just did not know how to. At least in the, like, the transition section, I just didn't know how the hell to do, except the settings are kind of sparse, as you can see, and I don't think it's track matte, because it's, yeah, it doesn't really give me any additional options. Yeah. Unless it's just a skissue and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, which is very, very, very real and possible. Anyway, either way, we'll get it figured out. So we need to do the install, actually, yeah, that's correct. Just want to make sure we're, you know, looking at what we're running. But yeah, definitely not a bad idea, MC. Because you know, I want to say that actually, I think I read that somewhere too, and I tried to look into it, but I think I just couldn't figure it out or something. I know I could probably put it into. Actually, I don't know, because it's a WebM, so I think that kind of limits me on what I can do as far as, like. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, my point being, it's not like a source file that you can, you know, really work with, but I don't blame them. Give you the source file you can work with on it with Canva. Yeah, I'll do it after this. Actually, if you want, I could send it to you right now, real quick. I have to look under my mic boom like a goblin. Documents, duh. Where the fuck does that go to? Okay, have this overlay. Here we go. I think it's a loading screen. Yeah. There you go. Have fun. Because I have no idea how the fuck to make that huge. That's a very aggressive song. Alright, so yeah, the badges look real good. When you're on call, how does the company contact you when something breaks? So, I'm very lucky right now in that we don't have, like, an on-call, a hardcore on-call schedule. Everything, you know, from generally speaking, goes to my boss, and then he'll dictate what happens after that. But, usually in, like, my experience with other companies, we would use something like PagerDuty. PagerDuty is probably the go-to that I see a lot of places use, and it's great because you can assign hierarchies and a lot, just be very granular with how things escalate, and otherwise it's like I get a phone call on one or both my phones, depending if I don't pick up on the work phone, which can't be expected to have it on you at all times, even though kind of are. If I'm sleeping and something happens, well, I mean, if we're all sleeping, probably not gonna call everyone, but it depends on the situation or what it is. If it's something that I'm directly responsible for, then tough titties wake up. But that really doesn't happen. Knock on wood, has not happened to me in a long time. Okay, so all configuration is done via the Mythic CLI binary. However, to help get up sizes and no longer be distributed, make the binary from the main Mythic folder. That's right. Got the make file in there. Let's do sudo make. That's easy peasy. But yeah, I mean, if you're on call and some shit happens, wake up. That's why you're generally paid. However, the upside is that depends on who you work for, where you're at. For me, this isn't really the case because I'm, or at least right now, but before, you would be under a higher wage, so basically have like an on-call pay, more or less. For Docker. Let's run as root. Docker add user. Go. Does it already create this? Oh, I guess we'll find out. Already exists. Sweet. Alright. A wee ball. Get that loaded in there. Cool. So now we can go ahead and proceed. I know this is going to spit out sensitive shit, so I'm going to go into OPSEC mode and not display it again. Well, not again, but Oh, I need to... There we go. Failed to find container, executing the pull and build aces. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a little awkward. So we're going to have to set this up behind... Because this comes with Nginx built in. So... Oh, this should be fun. Alright, so I think we can... Oh, okay, but GraphQL isn't ready. Alright, let's see if we can get... Okay, there we go, now it's working. This is like dementia in a beat. Jesus. Hey, fucking next track, ding dong. There we go. Okay, currently listed on localhost. Don't give a fuck about that. I need to do a swappity sweep. Where is the login? Got that there, that there. Here, we'll open up the profile, the agents, but if you have remote service, be unable to connect. Okay, so we'll set this to false. Definitely want to disable IPv6 if it is on there. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter really. It's just gonna fail out. Okay, there we go. We've got to add. Okay, what's this port? 7. 7443. So I guess since Nginx is just running in its own Docker container, like we don't inherently have to worry about it fucking around with the other Nginx installations. So I mean, it doesn't matter if they run side by side at the end of the day. I think it'll exist and be happy, be fine. So let me do the config here. Alright, and then we can do the HTTPS. Ooh, if it tries to go over port 80, yeah, that might fuck it up. I don't know, I guess we'll see. God, we could pick anything, right? H5, C2, IO, so for 3. Oh, fuck. When the fuck did I enable HSTS? Did I? Oh, bitch. No, it's disabled. Well, what the fuck? Where are you getting HSTS from? Damn dog. Woof. That sucks. Because that completely... I mean, I could just go direct to the IP. But, okay, yeah, so it's literally just something sent my browser an HSTS. Fuck, that might have been me. I think the config in Nginx is declaring HSTS, and then the browser is going to keep that for 6 months or something like that. Motherfucker. Well... You think it's the mouse? Yeah. The person operating the mouse. Fuck it, let's do this. Let me get in here. I need to get the password for Mythic. It's supposed to shit it out, and I'm not seeing it. Unless I'm just blind as fuck. procs real quick. Okay, here we go. Gotcha. Okay, here we go. So we can get the password with this. It's randomly generated. Oh fuck. Oh goddamn. Okay. Got that. So let me make a quick entry into here. We'll just do a dedicated do mythic, no proxy, take me to this IP, and then we'll say this in RPM. Mythic.elite.io 7443. We got that there, so we can clear the console. Should be able to come back. Okay, now we've got this here. I want to try to get TLS set up. I assume there's got to be a piece somewhere about doing the this thingy-dingy. Or not. Has sim logging? That's kind of cool. Alright, well, I mean, if anything, I can configure the main Nginx to terminate the TLS in this scenario. Yeah, fucking life goes on. I don't think it's a huge fucking deal. So we can take a peek at agents and then C2 profiles. I mean, for C2, that's a nice guy WebSocket. I say we add C2, I'm sorry, TCP, no shit, C2. Do TCP, WebSocket is kind of cool. And then obviously HTTP. It might actually have HTTP on there already. Does that have none at all? This has changed a hair since I've been on here. Okay, I guess we need to add them. Makes sense. So, in order to actually add it though, yeah, here we go. That's cool. They have a whole ass WebSocket one now. Was using HTTPS? Yeah, it was. Awesome. Alright, so we have that. Let's take a peek at agents. Give me a second, check my phone here. Okay, every time Okta sends out a message for some reason through Outlook on iOS, it looks really goofy. Alright. What do we got? Let's see. Poseidon, Golang agent targeting Linux and Mac OS. You know, it'd be fun to find like an old Mac and kind of fuck with that, because you know, I always see shit with Windows. I don't see as much with Mac. Let's see a .NET Service exe wrapper for shellcode payloads. Your pussy is on fire? I'm gonna be real with you. I think you might need to go to the doctor. That is not something I can help with. I was only ever an EMS. I am not an ER doc. I don't know how to react to that. If you're just trolling and fucking around, tell me now, so I don't yeet you. Because this very well could just be a funny haha that's like a little weird. But if this is like a, yo, my pussy's on fire, and the only thing that can quench it is you coming over to this fucking link here. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, isn't there a, yeah, the capabilities matrix. Here we go. So Apollo, Athena, Freya can target Windows. Merlin, of course. Thanatos. Atlas. Is that new? Are these still being... I guess comes down on what's being updated still. Pickle wrapper. Interesting. Oh, this shows what they work with too. Vast majority work with HTTP. These work with WebSocket too. So Freya could come across as a DLL. Apollo could do shellcode. I'm not as familiar with straight shellcode, so that would be fun to fuck with at some point here. Merlin can do DLL too. Athena and Freya seem to be kind of the most feature-rich. Can do execute assembly, inline assembly. Multiple egress, that's cool. Okay. Sweet. Well, let's close out these profiles real quick here. I'll leave that one open. So... Shit, oh, here we go. So I'm thinking, grab Athena for sure. Merlin seems pretty capable. Runs over HTTP, does have DLL, Dilib Alpha. Oh, yeah, let's grab Merlin as well. I want to check out this service wrapper. Is it in here? It is. Service exe, running Windows. Doesn't specify supported C2 profile, but I'm assuming HTTP. Thanatos. Okay, and that's written in Rust. Fuck it, let's give that a shot too. Apollo is... which one? Yeah, I want to give that a go too, because I can generate the shell code, and I want to try to get good with that. See, Arachne's the... Oh, yeah, that's the ASPX. Bloodhound Agent for Mythic. Interesting. What else we got here? So Atlas is deprecated. Okay. A Visual Studio Code extension agent for Mythic. Jesus, fuck, that's rough. I feel like Freya had some good features on it, didn't it? Which one is that? Yeah, Freya and Merlin. Where are those two at? Am I blind? Did I already grab Merlin? Yeah, I did, okay. And then... Freya. Yeah, here we go. You ever played Roblox? I know someone's played it. God, I think I played it a long time ago. Years ago. Like a decade ago. I just never really had much of an interest in it. I see a lot of people who want help recovering their stolen Roblox account. So these agents, same kind of thing, like Packet Beat. Or am I getting things confused? The fuck is Packet Beat? Oh, so no. This is for the attack portion. So Mythic C2 is, think of like if you're doing a red team engagement or something like that, or say you're an APT, because APTs unfortunately do use this. Just kind of nothing you can do about it. Not a whole lot, I should say. So if you're doing that and I want to, on the attack box, you know, I want to gain control of it. How do you do that? You've probably heard the term RAT, Remote Access Trojan. That's kind of a very narrow, specific way to think about it, but generally speaking, you know, C2 is command and control. C3 is custom command and control, but that's not as talked about. So C2 being, you know, command and control, that is going to be the server that your agent, your implant, grunt, whatever you want to call it, will communicate to. So if I were to say, just like as an admin, not having to bypass any sort of AV or anything, I execute, and I'll demo this too. Got a virus Trojan from downloading Roblox hacks. 100%. Man, I'll tell you what, if I was... Oh, I bet. If I was a piece of shit, I would target Roblox because it's a younger community. They just don't inherently know any better because, you know, again, who the fuck does it at those younger ages? And that's, you know, that's fair. That's fine. It's reality. Yeah, you're 10. Yeah, like, you just don't know better. And so that's a huge, you know, gold mine of opportunity. You just got to make the cheats look real enough, right? You just got to bullshit enough so people download it, and boom, there you go. So what's happening here, MC, is like, you know, I install, and like I said, I'll demo this, is you install, you run that agent, not install it, I'm sorry, you execute that agent, and how you get that agent on there is really where the creativity comes into play. And kind of why I find red teaming so interesting is how do you get that malicious piece of software on there, malicious relative to, you know, during the engagement. So that's what these do. These generate them, and nowadays, especially with EDR, it kind of goes into, okay, cool, you're generating this stuff, but you need to write a custom loader and this sort of stuff. That's really outside my skill set right now. I'm working on bettering that. But I'm hoping that with enough Googling and fuckery, we can at least bypass Defender. Bypassing Defender is probably one of the easiest things to do. It is a lot better nowadays, but it is still very doable. I've done it before, but doing it consistently and doing it in a way where, like, cool, I have my implant on here, and I have stopped log shipping to, or figured out a way to do it in a way that doesn't trip up a sim like Waza. That's the really, really cool part that I want to work on. So that's what the agents do. And so, you know, as you can see here, you have agents for different scenarios. If you're trying to execute something on a Linux server, you have that, OpenBSD, Solaris, Windows, Mac. And so what I'm going to try to do is use the fuck is this thing called? The OMG cable to actually deliver that implant. And the cool thing about this, I would just say, now Roblox, it's a Bitcoin miner Trojan, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Roblox seems to have the biggest hackers, patch 9% of the vulnerabilities of the hacks. Make it so you can't play Roblox in a VM. That was smart of them to do. It kind of sucks, but that was smart. And yeah, you know what? I bet, like, Roblox is a publicly traded company. People forget that. It's a publicly traded company. They're not small, and it's well within their interest to pay these guys more money than they would ever make, and have them help them fix it. It's a very smart move. But anyway, one of the cool things about using something like this, if you were simulating or emulating, either one, probably more so simulating an APT, using something like this is a great way to do that. You can inline this with a keyboard, use this to deliver your payload, and if for some reason it gets detected or somehow gets shut down, you still have this kind of backup, so you can go back to establishing your tiers of C2. So ideally you'd want to have your kind of your 3 tiers being your more real-time-ish. Generally, you'd have your short haul that checks in every, I don't know, say 4 to 6 hours. Then you have a long haul that checks in maybe every 24 to 48. And so if you lose one, you can use the higher tier to reestablish it, but you never shift them down in your tiers. And this can kind of act as a fourth hard backup tier. So for whatever reason you lose all those, you're not out of the fight. You can still regain a foothold, or you have a foothold, so you can use this to weasel your way back into onto the system by injecting keystrokes and whatnot. Say they're out of the office or whatever, you've use this to read or to keylog, and I'll demonstrate that too. You can keylog their password entries with this, so that way they, I don't know, 9 p.m. rolls around, fucking, what needs to happen to bring up the login page for Windows. Fucking type in the password, get in, start executing shit, do what you need to do for the engagement. Anyway, so that's a long-winded way of what's going on here. Failed to start C2. Oh yeah, this needs to actually get configured. So HTTP. Why not just join a hacking group? And do these kinds of things. So here's why. And let me pull up Discord real quick. I think I got messaged by Sage. Awesome. Hey Sage, how's it going? You're perfectly in time. Actually, so why not join a hacking group and do this sort of stuff? That's a very valid question, and here's why. This isn't something I really talk about, but at the same time, it's I think it's a good cautionary tale. When I was a kid, I was facing down criminal charges for fucking around with computers. Why join a hacking group where you're constantly looking over your shoulder because of what you're doing, when you can do the same thing, get paid a fuckload of money, and you don't have to worry about... The fuck? Oh, is that the Apple shit? I know there's like a thing with the fucking app with Apple where it can like... That... Okay, I'll have to see what the fuck with that. Anyway, why... I guess it comes down to why do that and risk your freedoms? And that's not a steady stream. In fact, you don't make much money unless you're doing some really crazy shit. And even then, that's not a steady stream of money. You can do the same thing. You can do it legally. Companies will pay you. They would rather, they would be happy to pay you to do it legally and ethically. So you figure it out before the bad guys do, if you will. And you're not watching over your back wondering, did I do something stupid to get the feds on me? Did I finally hit that threshold where people are now going, ooh, who is this person? And we want to start finding out who they are. Yes, Sage in another channel here said, don't join into a group. Someone does something, you may be innocent and you'll get charged and it'll all be a conspiracy. Yeah. Guilty by association is 100% real. I know it's kind of a meme, but if you're involved in that group, unless you have, you can prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you were there, surveilling them or something, something fucking nutty like that, you're 100% going to be on the hook for that, And I think some of it also does come down to, at the end of the day, what were you doing? But it's 100% gonna come back to bite you in the ass someday. I don't think there are many people that do that stuff who are able to live comfortably and not be paranoid as fuck. And I'll give you a real good example too. Lockbit ransomware dude. So I got to listen into a talk with the guy that runs VX Underground, and he's talked to him. He's talked to a lot of people before, criminals, and he just, hey, let's chat. You're just curious. So he, one of the things with the Lockbit ransomware dude is, he's made a fuckload of money in Bitcoin, which again, Bitcoin, that's not exactly it's a fucking public ledger. But he's made millions. It's very difficult to clean that. That's so much money. It's very hard to clean that amount of money. And he is, when I say this man is paranoid, I don't think I can accurately convey the level of paranoia that this man has. And that's just his life now. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of appeal to it. That there's always the Hollywood hacker sexy appeal. But I mean, you can see here, things are slow. There's no such thing as you're tight. You're just smacking your keyboard a few times and suddenly you're in. It just isn't how it works. So that's kind of my 2 cents. Now they're I see you say 100 plus hackers hacking a company. There is legitimate stuff like that, like bug bounty hunting on HackerOne, BugCrowd, other vulnerability disclosure things where that's exactly the approach a company will take. Synac Red Team is one where they'll be like, hey, we would rather the good hackers, if you will, find out shit before the bad guys do. And they pay these guys, fuckloads of money to, have these ethical hackers focus their attention on their stuff. And, there's rules of engagement. There's a scope. This is what you can, rules of engagement. This is what you can and can't do. The scope. This is what you can and can't hit. And it's very effective. It's great because, you have a lot of these talented guys that, they never went to school for this. They just had an obsession. They fucked around all day, and now they're really, really, really good. So, I need to install the payload types. That's right. So you can do all the cool, fun shit, and not have to worry about your whole life going tits up. Is my point. And that's honestly the way I try to push people, because the anonymous bullshit It's, I get the appeal. However, when you have handcuffs slapped on you and you do not know what your future holds or how fucked up your life is now, that's a very, very scary situation. And there's literally no way for me to impart to you that feeling. It's something you have to experience yourself, and I don't want people to experience that because it is a horrible situation. The embarrassment too, it's embarrassing. Like have to my father have to spend so much of the money that he had set aside for my college fund to pay for my legal defense because I wanted to fuck around. And I got very lucky. I got incredibly lucky with a judge who understood that, what I was doing was just very, very stupid, but it was not a habitual thing, and that there was time to course correct me. He was very furious, and my father was he was a officer in the United States Marine Corps. I'd seen him a few times where he looked like he was going to actually explode, but it was like just a different kind of a mix of disappointment and sadness and anger. I don't know how to describe it. It was heartbreaking, looking back on it. I'll fucking reach through the mic and kick your ass. That's what'll happen. Okay, cool. You have Asian parents. I feel like I might do something illegal without knowing. So if you ever have a question of, is something that I'm doing illegal, you can DM me. Hell, you can fucking, if you can find my number, you can text me. I don't give a shit. Oh, it's a gigabyte. Holy fuck. What was Rust? But generally speaking, it all really comes down to permission. Do you have permission from someone who is authorized to grant permission to do what you're going to do? If the answer is no, don't do it. Like this flood scammer emails. Yeah, like that for instance. At face value, and if you asked me that, like, I don't know, a decade ago, I would have been like, fuck yeah, let's do it. But one of the problems is you have to think about, and here's the other thing: always think about the full picture and that the chain. What are you ultimately doing? So you're leveraging an email service to do that, because there's no way that you're going to be able to just generate those emails without them just automatically going to spam. So you'd have to use some sort of email service, and that's going to that's against every provider's TOS, unless there's some sketchy ass provider that you should not be giving your fucking financial details to. Go to Walmart, order printer. Yeah, no, I appreciate you checking into that. See what you can do with it. I can't think of anything, truthfully. Yeah, I really can't. Thank you though. Damn. Oh, coffee. Coffee would be good. I'm running out. What do we get here? Zebra cakes as usual. What did we just set up here? We're just gonna Apollo. Do we have Freya? No, we don't. So we're getting Freya. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. Super lucky. Yeah, I'm thankful as fuck that I learned from my mistakes. So someone someone said that they can relate to the feeling about having Asian parents. 8 years? God damn. I'm about to send you a box just because I feel bad. But anyway, what I was saying with the the emails and whatnot, and it's always tough because I've written a script even recently within the past year, where I got a phishing email, where I saw a phishing email that it would make a post request to a Telegram channel. I felt comfortable and ethical bombing the fuck out of that, because like I'm not using another service to affect that attack, and what I'm doing is I'm just flooding them with a bunch of bullshit data. One could argue that maybe that borders on but that's something else. Like I feel like I'm comfortable doing that. But when you you really have to think about the big wide picture of things and what you're doing, because and here's another thing. Someone's like, oh, there's a scammer, some dude, say you somehow got their IP because it's like fucking 2006 or whatever. I want to fucking hit them off because I'm whatever the fuck. What you have to think about the impact to the service provider. They have internet through their ISP. When you attack them, you're attacking the ISP. You might be denying that person's service. You could potentially be, depending on how the infrastructure is set up, you could be denying service for everyone in that neighborhood if that switch can't handle that traffic, or the kind of the distribution switch for the neighborhood. That person likely does not own that hardware, so they do not have authorization to say, yes, you can attack this, or even then, that still comes down to you're attacking the provider. And that's why a lot of cloud service providers, you'll see that if you go look in their policies for pen tests and stuff like that, they say most everything is okay. There's some exceptions here and there. You can't, if you do stress testing or any sort of like denial of service testing, there's usually a dedicated form for filling that out, because that can impact other customers too. So they want to be aware of it, so it doesn't set off alarm bells. Well, it'll set off alarm bells, but they can at least know that it's happening and not get too mad about it. And so, and that's basically like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is the time I'm doing it. This is the traffic I'm attempting to generate. This is a service it's coming from. Here is they want like a contract between you and the entity to confirm that like they're approving this, and stuff like that. So, there's, I say all that to say, just got to be really aware of holistically what you're doing and whose TOS you might be violating, and there's also cross-border laws that can come into play. Not that anyone's going to come after you inherently for that. Show me a jury that would convict someone for spamming a scammer, right? But still. Well, let's bust out this matrix. I've been blithering on too long about this. What was it? Athena? Athena can hit Windows with an exe? Hold up. Oh, a binary probably just being the... Some jury will do anything for money. Yeah, I'm sure there's definitely scenarios where... let's be real, I'm sure there's scenarios where juries have been bought for whatever. But I think for the most part, it depends. Like, is what you did worth it? For the vast majority of people in their cases, no. What do we want to test first? I'm gonna be real. Hold on. What was the last thing we updated? Poseidon. I don't think I'm using that. Athena. Athena was updated. Fuck it, let's do that. So, we've got Athena. We're going to compile it as a binary. Enable stack trace messaging. Let's disable that. Obfuscate that final payload. Publish as a single file executable. Yeah, definitely release. So, if we're putting debug flags in there, it's going to be a lot easier for AV to see what's going on. Making me triple think my idea I had for HTTP now, and routing and sending Waza agent with packet beat to learn. When you say triple think your idea, how so? Like In a they wouldn't allow it way, or do you mean something else? Because if you mean like a would they allow it, I think they would be fine with that. Their biggest thing with their TOS is they just don't want you attacking other people or leveraging their stuff for like anything illegal or malicious. But like rooting a box and then dude, that's actually a really interesting idea. The only so it would show other users' data but not have any active response on what they're doing. Hey, you know what? That's a very good consideration. Fucking hats off to you, MC, because that's definitely not something I thought of. So I would say, well, here's the first big problem with that on a technical level. How are you going to get that data out of there? Because by default, I don't think machines can communicate to the outside world. Get in there and check it out. However, that's a very good consideration because you do want to be mindful of what others are doing on the box. So I would say if you're able to get the data out somehow, and maybe that would just be as simple as it's shipping back to the VPN. It's not going out over the internet. It's just coming back over your VPN connection. I think that would work fine. If you get VIP Plus, I think it's VIP Plus. Local log set back. Okay, yeah. I mean, that should work fine. Get VIP Plus. You'll have isolated instances for all hack the box things you set up. It'll be just for you. You don't have to worry about other people. In that case, I think that would be okay. If you wanted to be extra sure, hop in the Hack the Box Discord server and ask Emma. She's really cool. I feel bad. I don't remember off the top of my head. I want to say I'm pretty sure they're a she. She's more than happy to say, hey, this is okay, this isn't. If for some reason you are nervous or you don't want to, whatever, I can ask for you. I don't mind. I feel like I have a pretty decent relationship with them. Yeah, I certainly wouldn't mind asking for you, because that's a very interesting question. Not one that I thought of. That's a very... I like that. That's a really good idea of learning it. Yeah, you could root it and then go back through, do your attacks again, and kind of see how they look. That's a smart way. That's a smart way to learn. Because that's really good. Because then you don't have to think about, okay, how do I develop an attack scenario? They're not to minimize it. They're doing the work for you. You're just taking that and watch them make files and temp run rules on created files. What shall they try to do? Yeah, I think you probably find a lot of interesting stuff. We'll grab execute assembly. Do inject assembly, inject shellcode. I think for now we'll do PS. I forgot how fully featured this is. God damn. Ooh, there's a timestamp. Nice. We'll do who am I? I like this command, caffeinate. Keeps the computer awake or lets the computer sleep if it's already caffeinated. I think that should be fine. That way we don't have like, oh fuck. GG. That way we won't have just like a ton of arbitrary bullshit floating around in there. No exit command. Oh yeah, that's right. Exit. Doink. Alright, how are we going to connect back? Let's just do HTTP for now. We'll do... Oh, fuck, what is it? I'm going to drop the HTTP. I'm going to drop the S. We'll just do standard... just standard doohickey there. would I have to disable the key exchange? I think I would need it. Actually, no, we can do that because it's going to have, I think it has self-signed certs. And we'll do, just so it's a more interactive shell, let's do, well, first of all, 6969, I think. And then we'll do a, like 30-second callback. Why is it a zip? Put it in a zip? Alright, whatever. So this is awesome as shit, because what it's going to do is once you initiate that build command, because sometimes, depending on the payload, especially like Go payloads, they can take a minute to generate, but it'll do exactly that. It'll just go generate that motherfucker, and it's like, or compile and whatnot. It's in a separate build container. It just goes and does that thing. There's something that I want to check out, because here begins the question of, all right, tits, well, how do we actually get it in there? I think, yeah, there we go. That's sick as shit. I love that. So you can host the payload through the C2. Okay. Here's the problem. It's a zip. Let me grab it real quick here. Let's do this. We'll do... actually, here, let me do this. OPSEC real quick. Of course, this is going to bitch and moan. How the fuck do I add a... I can never remember how to add a fucking exception in a goddamn defender. Just because I would not be shocked if it freaked the fuck out. Oh, here we go. Let's see how this comes. Because if there's like an exe in there, how about your fucking mom is suspicious? Then meh. Yeah, there it is. Okay. What? Why is it? Why are the PDBs? Hold on. Am I misunderstanding something here? Of course, you package all the DLLs with the agent. Option to base code, only required library, smaller than the main counter. Default is custom execute assembly. Dependencies, load assembly. Interesting, okay. Huh. Right. Well, let's at least demo the general capability. So we see here that we have it publicly hosted. Now, this would be more ideal if it was maybe one of the other ones that was like just a straight exe. The downside with the zip is that then you have to extract and handle that exe. So it just inherently, if you're using PowerShell, it can just be a little bit more of a bitch to IEX that motherfucker. But Regardless, I need a way to easily transfer just like quick data between these systems. I wonder if you could just generate. Hold up. Hold on, quick chat room. Yeah, this totally would not. Oh, fuck. Yeah, something like this, where it's just like, yo, give me a fucking channel to just back and forth in. For now, what I'll do is I'll just transfer it over through Pastebin. Make it kind of simple. Oh, let me actually log in here, because I always feel bad uploading mildly sus shit without logging in. Should be good there. Expire that after 10 minutes. Every time I hear this song, I think someone's giving me a call. What are your thoughts on lying on the resume to get the experience? That is a very good question. I think kind of a hotly debated one too. I do not think it's smart. Because all these companies require like 50 years of experience. Yeah, and it sucks. It's such a it's such a shitty double-edged sword, right? Because on one hand, it's like no one wants to lie about themselves and whatnot, but it's also like, well, how the fuck do you get the experience? Give me a sec here. What did I fuck up? There we go. Alright. Okay, so here, let me do this. Yeah, see, Defender picked that up immediately. But just for the sake of demonstrating, like, what's up here... Did I fuck something up? Oh, I did. Just for the sake of demonstrating what's up here. I will... go ahead and show y'all. So... do I have Chrome on here? Don't. I forgot they've integrated this stupid thing in with Defender now. Which, to be fair, is great. Like, I'll give them a fucking hats off there. That was a smart move. Take fucking forever. Give me a sec, let me... Cool, I didn't miss anything there. Yeah, fuck that later. Yeah. So in theory, let's see if we get a callback here. So Athena is executed, and we should. No callback. Yeah, I wonder if this is going to be a good message sent. All can happen. Yes or no. Oh yeah. So see, lying on the resume for experience. So I think there's an art to maybe fluffing up your resume a bit. You know what you've done. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that because I think everyone does it. I think the issue comes in when you straight up lying about it. It's very dangerous because let me generate it or something else. If you say, "Oh yeah, I can do this," and you can't, well, it's gonna look pretty fucking funny when I ask you to do that thing, and you clearly have no idea what the hell you're doing. I'm gonna go, well, you're still on a probationary period. Let me throw some other shit at you and see what else you can't do. Oh, you can't do half the things that you said you could. Bye, and you're gone. And I think, truthfully, it'll get weeded out in an interview. And that's kind of why we do interviews. If you say that you could do this thing, I'm going to ask you questions about it. And it's going to show if you're stumbling over yourself or if you can confidently talk on a subject. So I don't think there's really any... I don't think you get a benefit to really to lying about it. It's never really going to end well, I feel like, for you. Shit, hold up. So I would say... I don't know, it's hard because it is kind of bullshit, all of the... does Thanatos do Windows? Does. Fuck it, let's give that a shot because it's in Rust. I mean, yeah, it's kind of bullshit, all the, you know, just the crap that people are like, oh, you have to, you know, be able to do this, even though it's, like, super unrealistic, maybe, for something. So, I don't know. Wait. Where are the listeners? Oh, here we go. I guess I need to maybe relearn how the hell this works. That might be why, actually. God, I can't remember how in the fuck, this works. Oh, it's got SSL, use SSL set to false, that might be why. I assume there's a thing in there. Let's just say stop. Restart. Because that would explain why this isn't really doing shit, or why this isn't able to call back. So let's see if we redo it, if we'll get a callback. So I remember having trouble with the HTTPS. So I think I just went to HTTP last time I fucked with this, but it was literally just a me problem that I didn't know how to fix. Was ad blocker not illegal? Man, I don't know. I think his ads are stupid and intrusive. Got nothing back. Let's refactor this a little bit. Actually want to do... Wait, fuck, what is it? Here we go. Name this, Big Daddy Params. I don't fucking know. Actually, doesn't matter. Just do make sure I actually have the input correctly. Yep, okay. I'll get that. Drop this down to 3. Let's do 69.70 just for giggles. Dropping that. I think that'll work. Let me see if they have specific guidance on that. Support for SSL. Oh, this is the documentation for this is probably in the documentation thing. So let's dupe that out and look at... Fuck, where is it? Documentation somewhere. Where is that? Here we go. But yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of kind of dumb bullshit. Oh, so I see. Let me pull this out here. Okay, cool. Sage asked, how do you feel about companies asking for 10 plus experience and just graduated from college? Yeah, it's I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's a little stupid, but here's kind of how I view it. When I think despite what a lot of people say, and maybe what a lot of people would like to believe, I don't think cybersecurity is inherently an entry-level field. But that's not to say that people don't make the jump from zero to cyber. There are people who do it. But it's hard, especially in this current job market. So there's a lot of people who want to get into cybersecurity because of all the, oh, fucking get a job in cyber and make a six-figure salary. So there's a huge flood of people on the kind of entry-level floor right now. So it's very competitive. So what you wind up having to do, and you should, realistically should be doing this anyway, you have to find something that sets you apart and makes people go, fuck, we need to hire this person, after you talk to them. And that's hard to do with minimal technical background. So when I was younger and wanting to get started in the field, the way I saw it was, shit, when I clicked that, okay, didn't do anything. Oh, I see, it cycles between the two. Okay. The way I viewed it was, why would someone hire me to attack or defend their systems if I do not know, or systems and network, if I don't know how they work. So I didn't like inherently get that from anyone. It's just kind of what I thought. So what I got started doing MSP work. So doing I was a network engineer by title, air quotes. So I did a lot of management of, client systems, or networks, AD, doing servers, networking, wireless, everything for a small MSP. And it was really good to get a lot of experience with a bunch of different types of networks. And then I worked for an MSSP, which gave me a lot of experience with a bunch of different types of networks in a security context. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's a good path for people. And I'm not saying, go start out with help desk, because I don't think you have to. Some people think you do, some people think you don't. I think it just depends on the person. But either way, there's nothing wrong with starting there, and there's nothing wrong with not starting there. As long as you're learning something, that's ultimately what matters. So you can be a security evangelist and still do all kinds of fun security shit without being in a direct cyber role. And, generally speaking, people have all the time in the world. There's no rush. And if you really want to get good, having that systems or networking background only helps a lot. And that's what ultimately I think makes it a lot easier to get into those roles. Kind of sets you apart from the others that are currently flooding the market. Let's see if that's in there. So C2. But to answer your question more specifically of how do about like companies asking for that much experience, I think it really depends on what the job role is, and how flexible they are. Because there's some companies where like, we would like this amount, maybe for the sake of HR, but if you're the right person, you mesh well with the team, that's fine. However, companies requiring so many years of experience for roles that just don't require it, it's like, why? It's agitating as shit. And it's either people having unrealistic expectations on the company side, or it's them trying to like filter out non-go-getters, which is stupid. Or it's them trying to puff it up and make it look like they're a growing company and they don't actually have an intention to hire for that role. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of dumb bullshit when it comes to that. Okay, so specify the protocol. So let's assume HTTPS. It shouldn't give a shit about the cert. If it does, then what the fuck? Say callback is 6970. Okay, so we'll do that. I mean, that should be fine. So let's go. What are we doing here? With Thanatos. Okay, let's give this another shot. So Do that with it. Oh, should be fine. I wish I'd start with the easiest cert. Oh, what's this? Start. Ah, fuck, what was that? Failed to start. I mean, yeah, no, 80's already in use, but why the fuck are you trying to use 80? The hell? Oh, did I not? Fuck, how do I clap that? Oh, that's always gonna pull it up. No, I keep getting this confused. Okay, so I assume let's just do like 25565. I don't fucking know. You tell me there's 2 now? Oh, okay, I see. So is it just failing to start that specific instance, or is it like failing? Let me stop this and restart it, because that's odd. Yeah, I mean, CCNA is a beast. I don't fucking blame you. Is there no way to just change that? I guess as long as it's not impacting. As long as it doesn't impact the other profiles, I guess. It doesn't matter. Fuck it. Let's see what happens. Alright, are you still building, or what's going on here? That's all correct. Is it, I wonder if it's just not having fun with actually generating the payload itself. Could try remaking it. This is always the fun part of setting this up. Every time I've gone through this, it's like a bitch trying to get it to work. Then once everything is dialed in and working, it's fine. X6 is fine. Do 6970. Should be fine. Go to create wrapper. I've never fucked with this before. Let's see, service wrapper. For target, okay. Wrap agent to new payload. Oh, is it still building? Oh, that might be why. Maybe it's fucked up. Are you wearing a Rolex? No. No. Hold up a second here. Zig, oh, you know what? Zig, thank you. I'm so sorry. You sent me that thing this morning about how you're like about to get your teeth popped out. I'm so sorry for not responding. I read it and then my mind blanked. Okay, that's super simple, straightforward. I like that. Let me see here. Let me see how to see if I can actually test it out right now. Fuck it. Save image. Oh, there we go. Get downloads. And how did it go? I hope everything was all right and you're feeling better. I'm sure that's a real pain. Be careful about lifting shit too. I hear that's not only taking one out. Well, fuck, that's not bad. Okay, so we have a current bar. Let me add in. Let's just be the image. Do URL block test. Okay, let's move that. I'll just bring that up to the other bar block. Oh, fuck. Why is it... Is it Discord doing that? Or I wonder if Discord fucked with it. Because it's got this weird thing, but... Okay, here we go. And then... I think it's just a certified Discord moment. Oh, fucking wrong mouse, or... Drop that there. Nope. Bottom one's like... Oh, let's see. If I end up taking one out, the bottom one's like sideways, or healing at first. It's gonna be worse. Gotcha. Yeah, I actually... It's funny you mention that, because I've got one that needed to come out a long time ago. I just never did it. I've only got one wisdom tooth. Only one ever grew into my mouth. No idea why. My mother is the same exact way. Perfect. I like the look of that. It looks really good, Zig. Yeah. That's great. I fucking love it. It meshes with everything. So let me know how much or what I owe you for that. I mean, I assume it's probably what, an hour or two of work, if that. Oh, fucking wrong mouse. It's not a flex. It's fucking annoying. Yeah, it's expensive. And the reason I never really did it was because it just I can't lift anything. You're really, I mean, you know, it's kind of limiting to get one popped out. You did that in 2 minutes? Okay. So that's an hour of work, right? 1 hour minimum. Cool. Sounds good. I'll send you fucking $20. Hold on. Alright, let's see. Give me a sec, I'm gonna pay you right now. Send. Dude, that's hilarious that it defaults to fucking $1,000. Yeah, like, on what planet am I gonna be just like, yo, check out this $1,000, here you go. This is for URL bar blocker. from the old bank account. Fucking too late, dog. Alright, there you go. $20 your way. Let me go back over here because I think this is not scrolling with the chat. Why did I pull your chat in there? Hope you don't. Why is it not picking? Hold up. It's not picking up some of the chat. Fucking why? Paid $100 each. Why is that not in my thing here? God, yeah, that's a couple bucks, damn. For some reason, like, some of the chat, like, if you compare what, yeah, you see? No, that's, I mean, maybe? I don't know. That's weird. I'm just gonna chalk it up to maybe, I don't see any mod activity or anything. Maybe filter my asshole. Yeah, I mean, that showed up. I don't know, I'm just gonna blame it on, fucking, I don't know, something else. It was, I don't know, something dumb. Probably something with, maybe Restream is having a stroke. Asshole remains unfiltered. Oh, no, to answer your question, SM. No, I don't have a Rolex. I have a it's a Citizen World Chronograph AT20. I think it's AT2020. It's a Blue Angels edition. It's like my kind of daily drive. I don't know if it'll actually focus, but maybe if it'll. I don't know if it will, but it's got like the Blue Angels logo on the back and all that. Actually, here I can just pull a picture of it on here and actually show it off. I can't spell. I think it's AT2020. Maybe I'm stupid. Because they had these ProMaster Skyhawks here, and I really wanted one, but there's too much going on the watch face, and I'm just like, just wasn't really vibing with it. Where'd I get AT2020? But no, this is what I have. So it's yeah, it's just there's not as much going on, and I really liked it because it I had. When I was living in Hawaii as a kid, I got most of the Blue Angels to sign a sort of thing. So it always just like it was one of those things that was really cool. So when I saw they had Blue Angels timepieces, I was like, say no more. I had an Apple Watch, and I mean it's cool, but everyone's got a fucking Apple Watch, and I wasn't getting a whole ton of usage out of it. And I think like just a good watch can go a long way, and it's got a nice weight to it. I don't know how to describe it. I used to hate watches. I thought it was like a stupid fad, like a douche canoe thing. Maybe I'm a douche canoe now, but I visited my father, and he had like I think it was like a Breitling Corvette watch, because he really likes Corvettes ever since like he was a kid. So he's got like Corvette shirts, and he saw that watch and was like, fuck, I gotta save up and get it. And I held it in my hand. I was like, god damn. Like, you hold it, you see it, and it's like, well, okay, I get it. And then I started looking around at watches, and it was something that's like not bank-breakingly expensive, but you know, isn't like $20 watch will fall apart in a week. Do 10 attempts to egress. Let's drop these out. That's fine. Alright, let's see if this one works. Why is it a .bin? I thought... I thought that would come as an exe. I mean, I guess... It is Freya, right? Oh, it doesn't come as an exe. Does it do Windows? It does. I guess it just comes as a... Interesting. I might need to wrap that then. Damn. Maybe I need to start referencing what the fuck I'm doing here. Yeah, create that there. I gotta probably wait for that to build out. I'm gonna kill this. I don't think it's working for whatever reason. I'll try to troubleshoot it another time. Man, I really want to get this thing demoed, but this is being an ass. Make another one. I'm trying to remember what I used before. I think I just used Merlin. Maybe we'll just use Merlin and say fuck it. Because usually it works. It's just a little more, I guess, finicky maybe. Okay. But yeah, no, thank you for that. Thing there, Zig. I love it. Looks beautiful. And fuck you will get paid. Actually, we just do without the garbling, because who cares? Okay, let's give this one a shot. Let's do .exe. So the Freya one is done. Let's see if we can wrap that. Try this again. Is it because of how it was built? I would assume that it would give me the agent returning. Well, did it work? Here, let me... Not hopping off until this bitch works. What I need to do is I need to take this stream, and anytime someone asks me, how did you get good or learn what you know today, I'm just gonna say, watch this. Doing this for fucking days at this point. Just hours upon hours of bullshit like this, bumbling through and failing miserably. That's just how you do it. That's how you get good. Why? Why is this such a pain in the ass? Okay. Let me... So that blocked out on execution, which is interesting. Because that means we could probably AMSI bypass it in the future. But I need to get to the fucking point where I can even... I mean... What the fuck is it? Here we go. I can never remember where the exclusion section is. I don't know why. I just in my head it does not click. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we got a callback. Oh, let me kill Athena. Merlin is running. But no callback. B6970. Okay, so Merlin just closed out because it could not establish. Okay, so here it is trying to establish here. Okay. That's why I learn these streams. I could learn and ask questions about it. Yeah, right? I swear to God. So, Merlin is hitting the C2 server, but for whatever reason, it's just not, let's try it again. I might need to enable debug mode. Oops, Merlin. Yeah, I need to set up debug, so let's stop the profile. Edit the config, set you to true. I'm just confused as fuck because, you know, that error, I don't think it will matter, but why the fuck is it trying to start on 80? Did I fuck something up? Maybe I need to restart the whole motherfucker. So let's, first and foremost, let's look back at the docs here, see if maybe we missed something. Okay, so start the profile, and then give me the standard out, and then let's restart Merlin, or re-execute it, because we can see that it's coming through fine. But this also isn't showing me any standard out. Why? Fail to send message to profile container. Go on. Let's just restart the whole thing. CLI, I think it just what, restart? Oops. Let's see, what do we got in here? So we do have logs. Might want to check. We'll probably check the logs in here. Status would be good. See if maybe something's looping. But yeah, no, that's fucking weird. I mean, I all I can think of is that it's something to do with TLS or SSL, whatever you want to call it. I strongly suspect that that is why it's being fucky. Because something in the back of my mind is dinging that is something I ran into last time. So let's see. Maybe see if someone has like a build somewhere. Maybe they talk about the whole thing on an Azure VM. This is funny because I tried to run this in an Azure VM and I was having some weird fucking issues. And I got with fuck, what's his name? It's not Cody, is it? The gentleman that created Mythic, and hold on. I got with the gentleman that created Mythic, and I was like, this is what I'm running into. It's very weird. I don't get the issue. This makes no sense. And he was like, I'm gonna be real, I have no idea. And so I recreated it on like DigitalOcean or something like that, off of Azure, and it worked perfectly fine. I followed the same exact setup. So we couldn't tell if maybe it was like just a weird problem with how I had set it up or something specific with Azure. But yeah, no, it was odd. But you know, after I fucking moved it, worked perfectly fine. Okay, so we got the agents, CTSC, they're doing HTTP. Yeah, let's do status. See if we have had a reboot of a container recently. No, they all seem to be right around the same time that they started up, which is good. It means nothing is like rebooting, so it's having a stroke. Okay. What are our open ports? Maybe this is what's up. No, because it's saying an external C2 profile to connect to Mythic. Or a remote C2 profile. Fuck it, give it a shot, see what it says. Nice. Okay, I see. Well, I mean, fuck it. It's not like it's accessible anyway, who gives a shit? Oh, let's see. What did the test command do for test? Let me see. Is there a test? I'm assuming that tests the internal connections between everything. Because the interesting thing about Mythic is, like, you know, it's basically a bunch of different containerized services that all talk together, right? So it's not just like one application. So it looks like that's what it actually tests. Let me see if they create they don't. Okay. Oh, it's 2020. I mean, let's get in here and see what it does. Might have to start that back up. Okay, so the profile is running, question mark? Unless that's why. Let me try this. Let me look this up. Mythic HP. Yeah, fuck. Oh, this is for, well, yeah. I could look in the, here, let me, should do this. I don't know what Slack channel is going to pop up. Let me hop into the Bloodhound Gang Slack real quick and see what they say. serious. Okay. This email. I fucking hate these magic link bullshits and fucking, oh my god, are you serious? Do Slack or server info, copy, boop, 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 boop. Yes, please open our workspace. Theory, Bloodhound Gang, here we go. I think this is just... Actually, fuck, I don't know what I used to sign into that. Was it that? Another fucking code to my fucking email. What do we got? BC. Yeah, damn. I think that's the right account. Yeah, should be. Okay. So let's look in Mythic for listening. Fails. Damn, nothing. Okay. Hey, what's up, Lauren? Damn. Okay. Well, let's see if we can bullshit our way around this. Mythic HTTP config. I mean, we could probably go into the... Ooh, fuck. I'm just... I mean, there's always the chance that this is a bug, but I'm so confused as to where it is getting port 80 from. You know, like... Unless maybe this somehow... fuck, wrong one. See, it's like it's got this... P instance parameters save. Where does it save that? Okay, so each C2 profile has that. Now, where is it actually saving that data? This is an old version, though, so... Interesting, when I click that, it has that there. Huh. I wonder if I were to delete it and re-add it, if that would... potentially... Okay, so... Oh, okay, it'd literally just be done here, okay. I mean, I know we could just swap over to WebSocket to make this whole thing work for now, but I'm gonna be honest, I kinda want this motherfucker to work. I mean, it's a fucking HTTPC2, it should work. What I really wish I had access to was, Cobalt Strike, that'd be cool as hell. Yes, please replace. Already in use, okay. So I see that here. So if I set this to like 80, I don't know, so 8023. So updated that. Starts the profile. Okay. Can I clear this out? I can clear out these at least, it looks like. Alright. Alright, so if we have that there, what did we set that? Oh, yes. Oh, now it's pulled, okay. Alright, if we... Fuck, what was that set up to use? What was Merlin set up to use? I want to say it was 6970. Let's create... Oh fuck, no, I want to do create profile, so... I think the thing that weirds me out is that I don't see that port mapping anywhere. However, it does still see it. Alright, let's see if Merlin will connect with that. So it's definitely trying to... I wonder if I need to regenerate the whole thing. I might need to regenerate it. Fuck it, let's give it a shot. 6970. It's coming through. Let's get this into paste bin. Town unlisted. Easy and fuck that up. Merlin's running now. Let's see if we get a call back. No fucking callback. Damn, I suck. Why is this not calling back? I mean, it's calling back. It's clearly showing up here. It's just not handling it for some reason. So, what did we have there? Was it fucking goddamn? That's aggressive. Is this logs? Is there not like a exec function? I guess there is. Go look back here. When was this? Oh, same thing still happening. God damn it. Okay. I feel like somehow that's causing the whole thing to just not talk back correctly. That's fucking frustrating. I mean, let me think here. And realistically, the fix for that would be somehow telling Nginx to fuck right off of port 80. Let's try this. Allow port 80. Right, yeah. Just gotta allow 2 separate applications to to talk over port 80. Hold up, let's test something real quick. Okay, that comes through there, okay. 36. 606, 20. Oh, okay. These do not appear to be recent. Logs, dude. I wonder if I just need to turn on the fucking... Oh, well, first of all, it's not even on. Ding dong. That could be why, too. That's not actually enabled. That would definitely cause that problem. Now let's start it again. Okay. Damn, it's not showing me shit. This doesn't have any new log entries. And no callbacks. God, fuck. Dude. I really don't want to roll in here and be like, hey, man, it's not working. Because it's like, definitely a me problem. Single key instances, which is an array. If you want to list on additional port, all you need to do is make another entry in that array. Is just copy the existing one, change the values as you need. So here's this on port 80 without SSL, then 443 with SSL. Stop the profile, click start again. Make sure the current server is stopped and the config is read again. New updates will be used. So, hold up. Let's stop. Let's edit. That makes me feel like this needs to be on, what, 6970, which I think is what we're using. The payload section is not populated. Could something be fucked up? I mean, it's very possible. Yep, standard out doesn't fucking work. It's coming through. Boom! There we fucking go. That's what it was. God, fucking 3 billion years later, here we fucking go. Could be the day include every field. You need to prevent some noob trying to cause havoc. I mean, no, you're entirely right. I'm a fucking noob with this, with some of this shit, man. So I think what happened and what kind of clued me in was what he was talking about, saying, hey, if you want to listen on 443, you need to specify it here. If you want to listen on 80, you have to specify it here. I'm like, interesting. So it seems like to me, kind of what's going on is maybe there's no guardrail. To where when you set the config, you know, like I set this as some arbitrary number to get it off of port 80. It didn't give a fuck for whatever reason. And so even though it's weird. It's like, and maybe I'll take a snapshot of this and just be like, hey, if you want to see kind of the some of the, maybe a little bit of a pain point here, because on here I specified 6970, and I think in that thing I said like 6969. I didn't realize that I needed to also specify the whatever port, the 6970 here. And now that I think about it, it's like, that makes sense. I just think maybe it's one of those things that's like assumed, either assumed knowledge, or like I have this problem where if I work with something a lot, I'm just like, oh yeah, that's how it works. And then it's like other people go, the fuck. So that explains a lot. So if we want to add more ports, we have to add them in here and then have the custom config. That makes so much more sense. And it literally just could be a skill issue and I'm stupid. But hey, sweet tits, we have a callback. So several hours later, we get to the shit that I wanted to show you. So the hardest part, if you will, is getting it on here and evading EDR. I mean, just getting this, there's no obfuscation. There's no, it's definitely, fingerprinted to hell and back. So it's, just getting it on there was like a little bit of a bitch, because Defender was like, man, I don't want to completely disable it. But so you've got, you've got this here. So calls back to the C2 server. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. It depends on what capabilities you've built into the agent. So let's just say like I want to browse for the files, so I can task it. Okay, I guess it doesn't have that feature, but probably as process. Shocked if it didn't. What features did this agent get loaded with? If I look at that. That was Merlin. Yeah, here we go. Got CD, create process, donut, download env, config. Okay, yeah, kind of all the good stuff for Mimikatz. Rev to self, okay. Huh. Run as, that's hot. Steal token, timestamp, token, daddy. Okay, hold up. Just gonna interact with this here. So let's see. This says like PWD, right? Present. Okay, so if I do like PWD, it's gonna task the agent with that. So whenever it calls back, it'll call back, to the C2 server and say, hey, do you have any tasks for me? And then if so, it goes, I want you to do this. And then it does that. And then on the next check-in, it goes, here's the results of that thing you tasked me with. So you see here, this is the directory that it, is executed from. So that's the present working directory. Look back at the help here. So I'll switch it over to camera 2. Actually, if I do run notepad.exe and I switch, I wonder if it'll pop up. So it's submitted, agent's processing. Also might not be using that correctly. Let me see. Actually, I wonder if it'd have to be run. Or if I could do that. Is that? There we go. So I can pop up the calculator. That's funny. Wonder why Notepad didn't return. Interesting. But anyway, so voila. That's, you know, what you can do with an agent. So like I said, the fun / hard part is how do you actually get it in there without triggering anything. So I am fucking done for the night, but we got it working. And so I think Friday we're going to work on kind of weaponizing it a little bit more and working on the actual delivery. How are we going to deliver this bad boy? And, you know, this is kind of interesting too, because we don't have a lot of space in, you know, on this thing for whatever. So we have to consider a stager. I don't know how that would work, but it could be something as simple as the stager is going to, you know, hit that URL, you know, that we saw whenever the doohickey, the C2 is created there. So it could just hit that, it could bring it down, and that way we don't have to try to cram like a base 64 encoded program. You know, 32 megabytes is a big motherfucker. And there's plenty of ways to get that down in size. Part of it's just Go. Yeah, work on that, work on weaponizing it a little bit more. And then it'll come down to, sweet, how do we actually, you know, get around Defender? And I think I want to hit it with two scenarios. One would be, say we're attacking like a developer who has maybe a local admin. Well, that's real easy. Just like disable, you know, real-time protection and hit it with a lot of real quick commands to, you know, put things to sleep before it starts reporting. But then, what if you only have user? How are you actually going to do it then? And that, I don't know. I might have to roll back Windows to something that has an LPE that I can actually leverage, because I don't think the current version of Windows has any LPEs that I'm aware of. But that's also just one of those skill issues, I'm sure. So, before we go though, let's check Waza. Because, you know, the agent's been active this whole time. So I would hope it's seen some goofy shit. I do want to hook this up to VirusTotal too, just for giggles. So let's say, last, I want to say hour. By default, it updates every 12 hours. Oh, you're talking about like the Waza log shipping? Because it picked up Chrome and I just installed that. If it was shipping logs every 12 hours, that would be a fucking concern and a half. Unless you were talking about something else. Let's do agent name is, do attack defend duck, get our thing out of there. Let's see, there's some logs, could just be certain ones though. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. And I feel like, you know, as someone who does security engineering and has helped build a SOC from the ground up, I should probably know that. I think it depends on how you're shipping the logs out and how the agent is doing it. And it depends on where the logs are coming from. So if you're, you know, authentication logs, for instance, if you're in a domain join environment, you're going to be looking at the DC. The DC and KDC, which are, you know, roughly the same, on the same box generally. Those are going to be the ones that, you know, any sort of authentication stuff you're really going to be looking at. But as far as like on servers, you'd probably have like maybe a WEC collector. So it'd be a Windows event collector that would be, and it just comes down to how you configure that. But usually you want to pull logs off as quickly as possible, because of time stomping and because of, different things. So hope in theory you can catch something before it gets real bad. So what do we have here? We've got some logons. We're also going to have to tweak in the local group policy what Windows is collecting events on, because by default, obviously it's not super comprehensive, but I want to simulate an actual corporate environment. So I'm probably going to, in fact, let me rephrase that. I will go tweak that because, we want to see, in fact, Sysmon. Let's get Sysmon in there. Why the fuck not? I mean, a lot of places have that. If you're running Windows, you should have Sysmon. I mean, straight up. So we'll get that in there because it could do a lot, and I would hope that Waza can really do a lot of work with those logs as far as correlation goes. I would assume so. Because that's also good for looking at like, hey, this process started, and you can kind of go, let's dig into that. It's not normal, whatever the case may be. Not seeing anything too interesting out of Waza, but part of that could just be because I do not think it's getting the data that it should be getting. So I'll work on that a little bit, maybe tonight after stream if I have time. On Friday we'll dig into some more shit. So 2 thumbs up. Let's see who the hell we're gonna raid. Got Poem College is on. Hey yo. Hell yeah. Alright, we are definitely gonna raid Poem College here. Good place if you want to get into binary exploitation. Check these guys out. They are good resources for that. Oh, and you're welcome, Sage. Yeah, it was very very fun wrestling with, and it's always the little things, right? I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, man, maybe there's a bug, maybe I severely jacked something up. No, I mean, it just came down to not understanding what was going on, and just gotta match up some port numbers, and there we go. It was that simple. Streaming on another platform. Oh no, that person had messaged me on through Discord, but I restreamed to both Twitch and YouTube. I might stream to another platform. I don't know what I would stream to though, truthfully. Fuck Facebook, fuck Kick. I think I would rather dip myself in acid than stream on TikTok. And I hate to say it, CyberInfo now has a TikTok. Not a fan, but it's part of the overall social media strategy, and it's undeniably a good place to post shorts that were being created anyway, so not happy about it, but it is what it is. So we're gonna go over here, raid Poem College, and see you guys back on Friday. We'll have some fun. Friday fun day or something like that. I don't know. I'll try to prepare a little bit more, so there's not so much like sitting around. It's more like, hey, cool, we're doing fun shit. So anyway, I will see you guys then, and thank you everyone who stopped by and chatted. It was fun as always. Gonna go start this raid. I might actually watch the Poem College stream for a bit while I get some food. See you around SM. Friday the day shit works like it should. God, you had to say it, MC. Now it's not gonna work. See you around.